Ahoy, hoy, Aquarius, and welcome to your March 22nd to 28th, 2021 tarot reading. About to hit you up with a Wisdom of the Oracle card, just to give you a general vibe for the reading. Then we're going to do a 3-card spread, past, present, future with the Rider-Waite, and we're going to do some clarifiers and an outcome card with the Universal Fantasy Tarot. Hopefully all is well. Remember, Aquarius, these are general readings, so may not resonate with you. If that's the case, then just leave her. Don't try to make something fit that doesn't. But if it does resonate with you, then by all means, take it, learn from it. Hopefully it helps you out. But let's get you your general vibe card here, Aquarius. For general vibe, we got the Truth Be Told card. So it's a card of the truth coming out, card of being honest, card of, hopefully people being honest with you, you being honest with other people. Just telling the truth be told, right? And the truth will set you free, as they say, which is good. Like, how many, well, we got pop out already, but how many, like, relationships, not just, like, romantic ones, but, like, ones with friends and family members and stuff, would be saved by just people being honest with each other, right? And communicating, telling the truth, right? In your past, though, Aquarius, we got the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is someone young at heart, maybe even a little immature, who's just starting out. They're gaining knowledge on like business, on finances, on any sort of material world sort of things they can learn about. So this could be you just starting in on that, or it could be you've brought somebody, or someone's come into your life recently in the past that is like that, who is like the Page of Pentacles. And it's just energy. There's no gender assigned with that. It could be guy, girl, trans. Could be any gender, really. I could sit here and list them all. I don't know them all, though. So, but anyway, in the present, we've got the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is a card of self-imposed restrictions. So maybe you feel like if this is a person coming in, it feels like you can't talk to them for whatever reason. Like maybe you feel like you can't relate to them, or it feels like it'd be awkward to ask them about something, or it feels like it'd be awkward, or maybe feel like if it's love, it's like, oh, this person's out of my league. Or maybe it feels like sort of like I can't, like, I have a friend that's very confident and very he just smashes everything, right? He just constantly just, like, he's got a problem, he just overcomes it. And it kind of feels weird to like ask him for advice, because I know he'll just say like, just do it, like, right? It's weird like that. So it could be like that for you. Again, that could just be, or it could just be in restrictions on yourself, like you feel like you're gaining knowledge and stuff, and it just feels like, well, I don't want to go too far deep in it. Maybe this will just be enough, and you're just putting restrictions on yourself that way. I would say don't restrict yourself. Talk to that person. Worst they can do is shoot you down, right? The worst they can do is reject you. Gain as much knowledge as you can about something, right? You might learn something that will really help you out, maybe change your life, right? In your future, we got the Five of Wands. This has come up. This is the third sign, I think, that's come up with this today. But the Five of Wands is a card of rivalries, competition coming in for you. So maybe you got, when it comes to love, maybe some competition. Take those chains off so that you're not holding yourself back and the competition's passing you by if it comes to love or business or what have you. It could also just be people training out and trying to improve themselves. So take those chains off. Try to improve yourself as best you can. Don't sit there and be like, oh, well, this is enough and I'll be okay. No, like, just keep improving. Like, the best leaders in the world are constant learners. Like, they never stop growing, right? Those are the best kind of leaders and stuff in life. So if you want to be like that, you need to keep growing. You can't just put the chains on and be like, well, I'm done here. I've learned all there is to learn. You haven't. Like, there's always new stuff. There's always new ways to do things. I can relate that back to tarot. Like with tarot, I sit here and I know all the cards. Like, I know meanings to all the cards, but there's nuances to them, right? I'm constantly learning nuances about cards. For instance, I watched a tarot reader the other day talk about the Five of Pentacles as an example. And the Five of Pentacles is a card that says, feeling left out in the cold. It's a card of abandonment. It's a card of, hard times when it comes to like your finances. But the reader was talking about how it's also a card of not drawing attention to your weaknesses, because on the card there's a person who's a leper and they've got a bell around their neck. So it's kind of like you can see the bell is letting you know that that person's a leper. Well, for you, don't let people know that you are not the smartest or strongest, or not the most business savvy or analytical or emotionally strong or whatever. Don't let people know that. Like, don't draw attention to your weaknesses. And that's something I never really knew, but I've started incorporating that in my readings. So, you know, you can always learn. You can always learn. But meantime, I'm just shuffling the hell out of this deck. You could leave a like below there, Aquarius. Appreciate the support. You can also subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon so you never miss a video. And after this video, you can check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos. Get a full scope of what's coming to you potentially in the weeks ahead. But I think this deck's thoroughly been shuffled. So let's get you some clarifiers. Between the Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords, we got the Temperance card. So this is Sagittarius. So this is just like balance, you know, realizing you have everything on hand that you need to succeed. Like, you can mix it together to succeed, right? Take the chains off. Like I say, like, don't restrict yourself by saying that I can only do this thing with this one particular thing, right? A friend of mine told me a good quote once. When the only tool you use is a hammer, every problem starts looking like a nail, right? If you mix things together, if you use a bunch of different tools rather than just the one, you're going to see all sorts of different solutions. You're going to start seeing, oh, I could use this tool and that tool together to solve this problem, right? That kind of a thing. So it's just saying mix some stuff together, get some solutions that way. You may not think it right now, like with you're just starting out with your business or whatever, or you're just starting out in love with this person, but you have a lot to offer and you have it all on hand to mix together to get what you need to succeed. Between the Eight of Swords and the Five of Wands, we got the Judgment card. So just bringing down the final judgment on something, taking the chains off, like I've been talking about. Like, take those restrictions off of yourself, right? This is a final judgment. Like, I'm done. I'm taking the restrictions off. I'm going out there and I'm going to compete. I'm going to go out there full on and I'm going to compete for what I want. I'm going to go out and improve myself in what I want to improve myself in. I'm going to grow. I'm going to get better. I'm going to draw this Page of Pentacles person into my life. And, you know, because I want them in my life. So I like that. Could also be the revival of something. Maybe you were going all out and stuff and you had a bad experience and then you put the chains on, right, with that Eight of Swords. You're like, oh no, I can't do it anymore. I can't go all out like that because I got burnt so bad. And you're like, no, I'm gonna go back out there. That's a one-time gig, right? I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good from now on. But for an outcome card, we got the Hangman, taking a new perspective on something, just gaining new perspective, gaining a new insight on something you hadn't seen before. I don't feel like it's stagnation. Like I say, you're taking the chains off and improving yourself and trying to get love to come into your life. I feel like it's just taking new perspective, realizing like, oh wow, if I just leave the chains off and I'm going at everything 100% all the time, trying to be bold and passionate and go after what I want, then I'll know that I'm living my best life, right? I'm not living a life of like, well, I could have done this and having all these regrets, right? And feeling like you could have done something. And what would my life be like if I had to just ask this person out? If I had to taken that opportunity when it came for me? If I had to done something, right? You're going to gain that new perspective and realize like, this is so much better, right? If I live a life with no regrets, then I can die happy, right? Not that you want to die right now, but like you can pass on to the next life in a better state, of course. This is also a card of blessings potentially coming in for you. So it's not so apparent on this one, but on the Rider-Waite version, there's like a halo around his head. So it's like the knowledge you're gaining is blessing you at this time as well. So like I say, you get blessings and you're like, I'm taking the chains off. Like, I'm going for it. Like, I'm just realizing that this is how things need to be. So I like that. I really like that, Aquarius. That's really awesome. So, and with the truth be told card across all of this, like, you know the truth. Like, you know that this is the truth. This is the way you should be going about things. So, and the truth's going to come out that you're going to see like, oh yeah, this is how I should be doing it, I guess. But that's all I got for you, Aquarius. I hope that helps you out. Remember, you can leave a like. Appreciate the support. You can subscribe. Check out out your sun, moon, and rising videos after this one. Get a full scope of what's coming to you in the weeks ahead. And I hope to see you, Aquarius, in the next video.